right, we are live with Chit Chat with Chad. We're back at it again. We're going to do it with one of my great friends named Danielle. She's done quite a bit of good stuff for herself. She's very positive, very motivational. Wanted to talk with her a little bit about motivation and stuff like that, about what she does for business and work and stuff like that. So Danielle, if you want to go ahead, give us a little bio about yourself, what you do, and then we can definitely go from there. Welcome. Take your time and don't be nervous. And we will have some fun. All right. So, yeah, go ahead. Let us know about what you do, a little bit about yourself and everything like that.
Hey guys, my name is Danielle, and everybody likes to call me Danny, and I really appreciate you bringing me on, Chad. So we've known each other for, like 4 or 5 years. Chad's done some work on me. Also a very motivational person and positive person that I like to stay in contact with over the years. So a little bit about myself is I graduated from Southwestern Michigan College with my associates in business. I was very lucky to land a job at a small accounting firm called Valor Partners, and I have been there for about a year. And it's been a really great experience. I have learned a lot, and I've met a lot of small business owners. Recently, this year, we have started a not-for-profit, and so we kind of have a few different branches that we're working on. And we do free tax services through the VITA program and the TCE program through the IRS for low-income families and the elderly. And then we also have signed on with the city of South Bend to help entrepreneurs start up their businesses and help them learn about bookkeeping skills and financial planning. So that way, individuals can really chase after their dreams. When you're starting out, you have a hard time coming up with the money to pay professionals to do things. And we just really like to be involved with everyone. The next target area that we're working on is for high school students. So we're wanting to kind of teach them about how to handle their finances and also about setting goals for themselves and achieving everything that they want. It's a really big problem in this country I guess I'm having a brain fart, but there's just a lot of substance abuse, a lot of mental illness going on in this country. And so we just really want to be very helpful and give back to the community and encourage people to really search themselves to find their true happiness and chase their dreams.
All right, Danielle, and that is awesome. Like I said before, that is great. That is something definitely high school students and a lot of people out there need. They need that guidance, that boost, that confidence to get to where they can definitely see what they want, follow their dreams, chase their dreams. But there's a lot of people out there that want dreams and stuff like that. People that are listening, and they want the dreams, they want the business, they want the life, they want everything and everything. They have all these goals, ambitions, and everything. But they don't really have a way to. They don't have a guide to get it. And what Danielle is providing, which I think is awesome, what really sparked my interest is the fact of they are providing a way for students, even people, individuals, adults, a guidance to get to their dreams, their goals, their wants, and stuff like that. And to me, I've not seen this anywhere at all. And I've worked at a lot of places. I've met a lot of people, stuff like that. And there's nothing like this at all, which I really think is awesome, which I really think the people in the world really, really need, especially with the pandemic going on. The unemployment thing was huge and stuff like that. And it's just something that the world really, really needs, because if you look at it, the younger generation is the future of everything, and we need to prepare them. And I believe that's what Danielle and them are trying to do, which I think is an amazing thing. It's a big task, but I definitely know that they can reach it. Because anything with your mind to it, you can do anything. You can definitely strive to success and get exactly what you want. So Danielle, if you can, like, have you always been this way, or was there like a certain point of time to where like you just had a moment where it turned you around to go this kind of way with everything in your life?
No, I definitely haven't always been this way. I've actually kind of struggled with depression, anxiety throughout life, and kind of didn't have very good relationships. And I started getting jobs and felt like the management was really looking down on me. I had one CEO tell me that this is why I'm here and this is why you're there. I've tried to push myself at jobs and take on more tasks just so that way I could try and climb up the ladder. And for them to turn around and demote me or, you know, just not feel like I was appreciated. I finally just had enough. And honestly, I quit my job. I didn't have a backup plan. So I did face some financial struggles and I put myself into school as a single mom and I put myself through school and I graduated. It wasn't easy at all, but I kept my eye on that goal. And I'm really grateful that I did. And I didn't have a job right away once I graduated. I ended up working at a manufacturing place, and it was 12-hour days, and it was 6-7 days a week. I worked third shift. I worked what I had to do to provide for my kids. And finally, I just seen a posting for a job opening at Valor Partners. And I looked at it and I seen all these things that I wanted to learn. And I had a little bit of experience, but I honestly, the thought crossed my mind that I was not going to get this job because I did not have enough experience. But I went ahead and I quickly got rid of that negativity, that negative thought, and I replaced it with, you know what? Yes, I am good enough. I'm smart enough. I can do this. I might not have all the experience, but I can get there. And so I sent in my resume and I met with my manager, Justine, and me and her just hit it off and we became best friends like immediately. And she has a lot of faith in me. When I first started, I was honestly kind of nervous that she was going to think that I was a fraud. She was going to find out that I didn't have all this experience. And I went in there every day and I just said yes. And I gave it my best shot. And if I made a mistake or I did something wrong, I'm sorry. Show me how to fix it. And it just kind of grew from there. So I've just, like I said, I've learned a lot. Now I'm kind of more of like the COO of our small little company, and I have, employees that are supposedly under me. I just don't really think of myself as management. I really like to think of it like team building. I don't think that I'm above anybody else. And we all just like, it's a very positive working environment, and we all just work together and we just make things happen. A lot of clients come to us and they want things that aren't really in the scope of accounting, but we'll drop everything at the hat because we know we've been there. We've all been through tough times. We've all not really been sure what to do. And we've made a lot of connections with a lot of different companies, a lot of different people, and it continues to grow. And I think the problem with people mindset is that we're trained to chase money. And, everybody wants to win the lottery. Everybody wants to inherit money. And really, it comes from success. And if you're always chasing money, you're always going to come up short. And I just think that people need to focus a little bit more on, themselves and being happy with themselves and focusing on their dreams.
Nope, I definitely understand that. Is I mean, even shoot, I don't even know how long ago. Like, I think even when I was in school, it was always about money, the cars, the women, blah 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 blah, and that's what everybody strove for. Like, I was even thinking today the same thing about a lot of the guy friends that I had. They were like, "Oh, if I get money, I get women. If I get women, I get cars, blah 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 blah." But then I look at it, well, if you got money and you get friends with the women or whatever you want with the money, are you sure they're like friends? Do you sure the woman loves you because you have the money? But I mean, it's a vice versa, the same thing with a girl and guy. But just like something like that, it's like more. I like how the generation now is more self-aware um, to everything too, and they're more self-care about themselves. But with your turnaround, I really, really like too. Um, which it took me quite a bit a while too. I'm the same way. Like it was. I was a late bloomer. I almost basically had to die to pick myself up to visualize everything and stuff of what I needed to get done and what to do. And that's that always sticks in the back of my mind of like what I came from to what I had to do. Um, which with you, even you're at a place now where it's a positive atmosphere all the time. You have positive people around you and everything like that, which that like makes work and life and everything so much easier. Now, I have a belief, and I don't know if you believe in it or not, but I'll ask you if you do. Because a person named Jason just asked me to ask you this. Is it true on the fact of whatever people you're around is what you turn into? To me, in my opinion, I kind of believe that to where I want to control my environment, my atmosphere, instead of my atmosphere and environment controlling me. Because I feel if I have control of my environment and atmosphere, I feel that I can control my own life. I can control my own opportunities. I can manifest everything that I need to and get to that point. Now, Danielle, what do you believe in? Do you believe that people around you that's what you'll become, or do you think it has nothing to do with that? And while I'm waiting on Danielle to respond, guys, I just want to state the fact of sometimes when you fall all the way down and hit rock bottom, you got to think in your mind and pound it into your mind and mark it into your mind that when you are feeling down that low, the only angle you can go is forward and up. That's the only angle. You can't go any lower than low. It doesn't mean you need to quit. It just means maybe you need to set back, prioritize, even write it in a notebook because I do that every month. I have hundreds of notebooks laying around everywhere around my area to where if you need to do something like that for you, do it. Write down your goals, break down your big goals into small goals, smaller goals if you have to, and get what you need. But yep, we will get back here to Daniel. Sorry about that. That just entered my mind. I wanted to share it with you guys because I thought it was important.
No, I am definitely a firm believer in the law of attraction, and the energy and the thoughts that you put out into the world will come back to you. And just real quickly, I wanted to share with you just a little bit of a script out of the book that I just recently read. And it's about human thought is creative. What you think becomes. What you allow to occupy your mind forms the reality of your life and affects the whole world for generations to come. Thought determines action, good or bad. Everything happens in your mind before it happens in reality. And to answer Jason's question, yes, I 100% believe that the people that you surround yourself with have a huge impact on who you are. And you need to surround yourself around people that challenge you to be better. If you are hanging out with people that are draining you, that's your gut telling you you're ready to move on to the next step. And I've recently gone through the same situation. And, I had somebody I really, really cared about them. And I just kept getting this feeling that it wasn't quite right. It doesn't make him a bad person. It doesn't make your friends bad people. But you have to allow yourself to grow on to that next step. And I really like quotes and I really like reading books. So I'll share one more thing with you real quickly is this poem that an elder lady kind of shared with me. And it's called A Reason, a Season, or a Lifetime. And people come into your life and they can be good, but maybe they're just there for a reason, or maybe they're there for the season. They're there to teach you something. And sometimes it's hard to let those things go. It might not be bad, but it's not the direction that your life is going. It's not the goal that you have in mind. And you have to set goals for yourself, because if you don't know where you're going, you're not going to be able to get there. And I think that's a very important step that I have tried to take that's gotten me to where I am now. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit lost on what my next step is, because I just kind of doubted myself that I would reach this step. And I'm not a millionaire by any means, but I am happy every day of my life, and I feel thankful for everything that I have. And I just want other people to share that.
Which I really like them quotes too, Danielle, especially the last one. I think the last one, I heard Medea say it on one of the Tyler Perry plays, and it makes quite a bit of sense. I like the Medea movies, but I like the plays more because he gets more philosophical with it, which I think is awesome. He gives like a lot of light and stuff like that playing Medea. And I really think is really, really cool, and stuff like that. So, yeah, I really like that quote myself. If you guys ever want to look it up, go ahead and look it up on YouTube. I think it's Medea's story, I think about a tree or something like that, I believe. And it's really, really good. I really, really like it. You can definitely find that out. And yeah, Danielle, thank you for answering the question. Jason did say thank you, so I appreciate that. On to our next thing that I definitely wanted to talk to you about, is when you're going really, like, I'm like, you know how the thing is when something happens to you, you feel good, everything's amazing, then boom, you get hit, steps back. What I want to ask you, the next thing I want to ask you is, when you're feeling really good, everything's going awesome, everything's going really good, awesome, good for you, and you feel like you get hit 10 steps back, what is your way of coping and getting back onto your feet?
If you keep hitting consistent setbacks, it could be a sign that maybe you're not in the right place. Maybe you need to shift your focus into a different direction. It's easier to push a circle than it is to push a square. But always keep in mind those goals. And don't set a goal so high that you're going to feel defeated immediately at the first big thing. You need to set smaller goals. So one of the things that I've started doing here recently is I'm actually training for a Spartan race. And so I printed off a weekly schedule, and the physical exercising really helps me to stay focused, because I'm focusing on me. I'm not focusing on a relationship or anything else. I have to set that daily limit every day to either run, and I do a lot of different training, but I do running and I do CrossFit. Right now I'm doing a 1400 squat challenge for the month of February for breast cancer research, to help raise money for them. And every week I kind of up it a mile. So there's a lot of different things that you can do, whatever interests with you, that you have. You don't have to do exercise. You don't have to do business. You don't have to do nursing. It's whatever makes you happy. We're all unique. And unfortunately, I feel like we've kind of been programmed through society and the media that we all have to like these certain things, or we all have to have this car because it's expensive. And the reality is, we all just want to live on a beach in Maui.
Yeah, it's definitely some good points there. I know, which is funny. I think in March I am doing the squat challenge for breast cancer. That I signed up for too. So I'm going to be doing that. Actually, I've already raised it's like $520 already total. So that's going really good. Yeah, I believe it's important to, like you said, to where if you feel something is constantly messing up, maybe it's time just to set back a little bit and just reevaluate everything and then go at it again. Almost like scheduling yourself. I have also recently became quite adopting to a block schedule where a block schedule is like time periods, like okay, where when I wake up the first 2 hours I do nothing but business, or the first 2 hours I do nothing but personal, like health for me and stuff like that, and then the next 2 hours after that do nothing but business. After that, nothing but family for 2 hours, and then 2 hours of whatever I want to do to reward myself for self care. So I think that is very important in people's lives. I don't think nowadays a lot of people, well, I guess nowadays people are taking it a little bit more seriously, which is good. I think it should take it more seriously. And before, there's a lot of people that didn't take it that serious. So I think that that is pretty awesome of people, especially what you're doing with turning yourself around to full focus on you, your goals, of what you want for you and your family. I think that is like awesome. A lot of people need that in their lives, and I think you're definitely on the right track with that. Which, like I said, that's awesome to me. A couple more questions, and I'll let you go for the night. One question is, who are the people? And this can be, it doesn't have to be family. It could be anybody. It could be people that you read about, people you look up to, listen to, whatever. What would be, let's say, three people, your top three people that you feel gives you the most inspiration and motivation to do these things and stuff that you want to do?
I did see that you are doing a squat challenge next month for breast cancer, and I want to personally give you a huge thank you. My grandmother passed away from breast cancer, and that's kind of why that was the first fundraiser that I decided to support and try to raise money for. So I think it's amazing. I appreciate you so much, and I will definitely be working with you throughout that fundraiser. I am so blessed to have positive people in my life. My family has always been supportive, even when I thought they weren't being supportive, with my decisions. Then they just wanted to see what's best for me. We're really close. So I definitely have to appreciate them. And as a whole, they take at least one of those spots because they're amazing. And secondly, I have to shout out to my manager, Justine, because she saw the potential in me. She believed in me, even on the days that I kind of struggled to see it in myself. She continues to hand things to me and push me to really learn and to motivate me. My friend Noah is super amazing, got me into working out and rucking. If you don't know what that is, look it up because it's life-changing. Other than that, I think that we can just draw inspiration from a lot of different places. Matthew McConaughey gives beautiful speeches about, being positive and setting goals and, just about life in general. But one of the big things that really changed my life in like the business world was reading a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I might completely butcher his name here, but his name is Robert Kiyosaki. And reading that book really helped change my mindset of managing money and how to view success and viewing money. And so that actually kind of set me more into where I got this job with Fowler Partners, and where I've actually started my own construction company, and I've got a big project going on there. Started this not-for-profit and met all these amazing people. Like, I don't even think that I could name everyone that has had a positive influence in my life. But I think, if you're good and you put goodness out into the world and kindness, and you seek those goals, then the universe is going to give you those people that you want in your life that are going to help you succeed.
That is awesome, Danielle. I really appreciate you taking the time and everything to talk with me. I want to tell you there is 10 people that have said thank you. They enjoy the positive words, the positive thoughts. I'm not going to name all of them because there's 10 of them. Quite a bit of people that took any liking to this, and that's really awesome. That's definitely what I wanted to do it for. Your last question is, what is the end vision for you? What is the end goal? Like what do you envision your life to fully be?
Well, like I said, honestly, I'm kind of struggling a little bit right now to see that picture perfectly, because my goal before was to get where I'm at now, to learn things and work for a company that, I felt appreciated and that I felt valued, and to learn all these things that I've learned with, how to run a business and learning financials and, all the things that go into that. And I mean, honestly, like the best way that I can describe it is that I want to be a modern day Bob Marley. Like, I just want peace and love, and I just want everyone, as much as possible, to reach their goals. Like I said, like, I just feel like this country has really become a little bit too materialistic, and we're all focused on the next steps and wanting more. And I think that simplicity really is the key. And to be happy, like, we need to get back to those points and times where we're valuing people. We're valuing our relationships, our spouses, our family. We're valuing our job. I mean, there's just no point for life to be miserable, that people are working these 9 to 5s and they're just not happy. It's not necessary at all. And I think that there's been a huge rise in small businesses opening up. We're all seeing these larger companies, and they're having difficulty hiring people. They're having difficulty filling shelves. And I really feel like it's because people are really starting to awaken, and they're starting to realize, hey, you know what? We can do this. Like, we can start our own gardens and we can become self-sufficient. And I think that it's amazing. I'm interested to know where this country is going to go. Thought about doing a time capsule. Kind of feel like maybe I could be like a time traveler, honestly, sometimes. I'm really hoping that that's possible sometime here in the short future before I die, that maybe I can travel through time, because I feel like there's something big coming, and I'm not really 100% sure what it is, but I know it's coming.
Nope, I totally agree with you, my friend. There's something this past year. There's something changed, like in the world, like the atmosphere around you is different. It feels the environment, just the way some people are now. And I agree. A lot of people, when the pandemic happened, and had to rely on themselves to create their own income sources, resources. I think that opened a lot of people and woke a lot of people up to where, I don't got to work a job. I can do what I really love to do and depend on that, which is awesome. Me in particular, you also. Um, but I really want to thank you for your positive words, your positive mark that you've put on with everybody. Um, I'm going to go ahead and Want to thank you and everything that you're doing. Keep at it. Keep striving for that goal. Keep going after it. Good luck definitely on your challenge for breast cancer. I appreciate the support you gave me too. I want to support you as well. But yeah, keep firing away. I hope to talk to you and see you soon for another tattoo. And you have a great, wonderful night, and we will talk to you later.
All right, Chad, it sounds great. I do have a whole leg sleeve already planned out for you, like we discussed. So I've got all of those elements that, I need to piece together with you, and I plan on doing that. But I do have to wait until after my race because apparently you cannot do vigorous exercise after you get a fresh tattoo. But I will be back, and it's going to be big, so clear your schedule for like a week or so. But I again, just want to say thank you for having me on the show. Really, really, really appreciate it. This is such a great experience. I'm sorry I am not a public speaker. It's something that I feel like I need to practice so that way I can hone that skill and not be so nervous. But I very much enjoyed the conversation. I very much appreciate everybody that's listened and that gave me a shout out. If you guys ever need anything, if I can help in any way, please hit up Chad. Or, if you need more information on how to contact me, I'm definitely willing to share that. Like I said, we all go through tough times, or, maybe, you just want a positive influence in your life. Whatever the case may be, I support everyone 100%. Keep doing you and hang loose.
All right, guys, I want to thank you all for tuning in and everything with Danielle. I really appreciate her coming on. Appreciate you guys. There's all kinds of words to her as well. I will link her Facebook in the description of the podcast. I will have the podcast link out, and then I will also have it on YouTube more than likely, probably in a day or two, to where you guys can get a hold of that too, where it's more of a visual thing and audio. So you guys have a great rest of your night. I know Danielle was pretty nervous. I thought she did pretty well. She did pretty awesome. But yeah, you guys have a wonderful night. And thank you for checking in with Chit Chat with Chad and Danielle. We are signing off. I'm going to give a shout out first, actually, before we sign off, to all your dreamers out there. Get your dreams, keep chasing, keep going. Believe in yourself no matter what, because it's always you versus you. Every morning, wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and tell yourself, it's me versus me today. I'm going to make today my bitch, and that's what I'm going to do. Even a tip that I can give you is taking positive affirmations, writing them on your mirror, because your mirror you look into every morning. So you can take positive affirmations, take a dry erase marker board marker, and write them on your window, and that'll definitely help you to remind you every day of what you need to do. You guys all have a blessed night, and we will talk to you later.